Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and we're back here in Transport Fever 2, the Bristol series. And we are, of course, up here north of our city of Bristol in Filton in a lovely motorised bus heading towards Parkway Halt, which is a little bus station attached to the lovely Bristol Parkway station around here. And we're starting here because this is kind of where I want to focus today's episode. Again, kind of up here the north. But before we do, before the year turns over, actually, that's quite a good place to stop it. A quick check of where we are. We are about 3 years after the end of the last episode, just allowing some of the new routes to sort of bed in and hopefully start earning money, which I think many of them are doing now, or at least sort of in that direction. Yeah, our new train line here is an issue. I'll talk about that in a moment. Our other new bus route out here to Oldfield Park from Twerton, that's not making money yet, but I think it is on its way. It's just a matter of getting those slow buses into position. We're getting a fair amount of demand there, so that should be okay. And again, that just feeds into our main train line there, which is good. Our local bus services in and around Bristol, some of them are a bit iffy. The Bristol Brandon Hill station link down here, which is this greeny line. Yeah, I'm having fun with that. I have a suspicion it's unprofitable because it's sort of duplicating some other parts of the routes that I've got in the city. But at least it is bringing people to and from the station, which is always good. So as long as these stations are profitable, which they are, the train stations that is, I'm okay with that. Shirehampton to Clifton. Now this is where we're going to start talking about our last train route, which was from Clifton down here up to Parkway, the Filton station there. It's not making money at the moment, and my suspicion there is that I'm not feeding the stations with enough passengers as yet, which is what this link out here to Shirehampton is supposed to do. That will, I think, start taking off. Is it actually making money yet? Not quite. Well, the graph says otherwise, but it's certainly going in the right direction. And we do have, a few people waiting. The buses themselves, 1 of 5, 5 of 5, 5 of 5. 0 of 5. Can't always win, but that's looking quite promising. I think I'm okay with that. The stations here, the routes here around Filton itself, let's focus that a bit more, are doing very nicely indeed. The latest route from Westbury-on-Trim to Filton, doing very profitably. The Filton to Cottam route going down here is very nicely profitable, and you see here there's loads of people waiting for that. Could do with perhaps more buses on that. There's less demand at this end of the route. I'm glad that turned out to be accurate. Otherwise it would have been embarrassing if it was another 22 people or something on that route. So we could actually, let's stick another bus on there. Shall we? Where's that one, isn't it? It's got 45. I'll stick another one on there. It won't hurt. So we'll manage you. We'll clone you. It's coming from that depot. Yeah, it looks like the latest update did fix the issue of cloned vehicles appearing in faraway depots, far away from their route. Yeah, that's it, I think. Up here, we're getting a fair amount of passengers coming into Parkway, but I want more. So what I'm thinking of doing is starting to link in passenger services from Stoke Gifford, possibly Patchway, but I think that will wait for a little bit. But going to Stoke Gifford here actually opens up a whole new opportunity for the map. Coming down here through Frenchay, Eastville, maybe Down End as well. But that gives me a sort of little loop here, doesn't it, around the city. So we've already got bus routes going from Easton to St George. So that links in St George here to Bristol Temple Meads. And from there they can get almost anywhere. Likewise, Eastville. So no, sorry, Eastville isn't connected yet. I've always had that place in mind, but never got round to it in this series. So if we do that, then we're going to have an interesting options open to us of bus routes and where they feed to in terms of either the Parkway or down here to Bristol Temple Meads. my suspicion is I might want them to actually go to Parkway. Yeah, because otherwise it's we'll see, because that's an episode or two away, I think, for the moment. What I plan to do for today, though, is start growing Filton, which is the other way of obviously generating passengers, having the city grow. The city is growing quite well at the moment. We're opening up destinations, although 80% of the traffic... No, I've got 80% of the traffic going by my routes. Private vehicles, 70%. Supplying no goods yet. And there's only a minus 40% quality impact, which is reducing the growth in residents. So that's 110% growth from 54. That's good. We can improve that by bringing in goods. Well, not so much goods as such, because they're more complicated. I'm thinking of bringing in fuel. My very first train freight route. Yep. So this will, I think, lead to Pilning losing its fuel connection, at least for the time being, probably. And I don't really want to slow down the growth of Pilning, because I have got a bus route there to Severn Beach, which I'd like to keep profitable as well. How profitable is that, in fact? Let's have a quick check. That looks quite good. Oh, 22 grand. Yeah, that's doing very nicely, so I don't want to compromise that too much. But I have another plan in mind for Pilning and its cargo needs. Yeah. Right, so let's crack on with it. Actually, let's turn the gear over, shall we, in case there's any new vehicles we want to see coming in that we can use. Oh, there are. Oh, some lovely new trains. They all go quite fast. They'll be quite expensive. That's interesting. We'll have more choices to make for this car. Oh, let's get that vehicle out of the way. I want to put the train station actually down here, I think. Yeah. So if we have that going down there to go to Filton, rather than coming around this side. Yep, let's do that. So we'll plug it into the oil refinery there. So we need to get rid of this bit of road, so that doesn't compromise our track laying. Buildings. We want a cargo station. Yeah, we don't have any other modded stations available to us at the moment. Neither specifically British or anything else for that matter. I'm not sure how many cargo station mods there are, actually. I'll have a check of that. We've certainly seen quite a few new passenger station mods over the last month or two. Actually, let's take out the maximum loan for the time being. That's 10 million, which takes me up to nearly 6 million in my bank. So this doesn't need to be long just yet. So let's keep the costs down. And we'll plug this into what I'm thinking. You'll see what I'm thinking in a minute, to be honest. We need to get that twisted round a little bit. I want that straight on to the refinery as possible. Okay, we've got our connection, our little blue line. That's good. Yeah, that will do. That will do just there, I think. Yep, that looks good to me. Okay, we're going to need to feed it with fuel. So we're going to need another truck stop. I could leave the truck stop there, but all I want to do for the moment is feed this refined oil into the fuel refinery here. So I'd like to keep that distance down. We do have an issue with the truck route, though. We'll come to that in a momentarily. So where do we want to stick this truck stop? Cargo here, one of you. Could stick it alongside. Do you think we'll want to grow this? We might want to grow the refine. We could always put trucks in. Oh, sorry, new tracks in down the other side, couldn't we? Well, let's. Yeah, we can't link it directly to that building, that cargo building, so we'll connect it just to the Royal Refinery. Will that do? We'll move it out a little bit. Let's move it out a little bit, just to give us some room for development in case we want to do it that way. Okay, let's connect that up to this street. Actually, Let's take you... If I take you out to start with, that will do. And you can join up there. That looks good. Okay, now the issue we've got here is going to be, I don't want to send fuel on into Pilning anymore. So we're going from the oil well to the oil refinery here, and then to the fuel refinery here, and then back again. So the question is, do I have two separate routes? One for that leg of the production chain, the crude to the refined oil, and then another leg for the refined oil to the fuel, or do I do it all in one? If I do it all in one, I'm going to want to shorten that route back to the well. Can I do that? Should I? Let's try that, I think. So do we need more road in there? We do. If we stick you in there. Yeah, somewhere like that. That will do. Okay. So we're going to change. Actually, I won't change that route yet. Let's get the rest of the track done first. Okay, so how are we going to develop a freight station here for Filton to take that fuel, which, as we can see, Filton demands? We're only going to ever want two trains effectively coming into Filton for cargo, aren't we? One for the goods, one for the fuel. But we could want lots of different passenger lines coming in here. So if I let the passenger lines develop out that way towards Stoke Gifford, let's put the cargo line on this side of the station. So we need to configure this. I do wish it wouldn't. I understand why it's jumping out to give you the whole view of the station, but I do wish it wouldn't because it's quite disorienting. Let's put some tracks in here. Yeah, let's do that. And that will make it 3 lengths. I'm not quite sure what each of these lengths is. I think... No, I don't know. We might measure it out later. Okay, so the cargo platform. Okay, it's none of these British passenger platforms. It's right at the end. There it is. If we slip you in there. We'll put in another. Yeah, we'll put in another track, just, you know, to cover that off. Okay. Now we do know, in fact, that I don't actually need a separate cargo building to send my cargo out. Cargo will go through any building, so it will go through this passenger building. But let's be a little bit more sort of aesthetically pleasing and correct. Can we fit a building in here? I could fit you in there. That looks okay, I think. Can we fit a bigger one in there? Oh, we can. Okay, which of these ones do I like best? You. You. Can I fit a bigger one in there? No. So there's that one. Not quite sure. What's the difference between these two? Oh, that one looks... No, they look about the same. Oh, it's a different arrangement of stuff at the back, I think, isn't it? That's okay. We'll put you in there. Okay. Now I could add my truck platforms on to the end of the bus station here, but I'm not going to do that, I don't think. We'll put in... I don't want to delete anything. Let's get out of there. Let's put in a whole separate truck stop in here. Which way should we turn it? It does actually connect into the passenger station, but that's kind of by the by here. Do we want it going or down this way? Yeah, it's going to be delivering into Filton, so it makes sense, I think, to have the road going out that way. That's fine. Can I tweak this so it lines up a bit more accurately? That looks good to me. That does look good. Yep, that's splendid. So we need a bit of road in there as well, I suppose, don't we? Streets, a bit of you. Can go down there. Right, we need to connect this up to the oil refinery down there, the fuel refinery. So the other issue we've got is there's my depot. I could get any old train onto here that goes out that way, but how is it going to connect onto these two tracks here? It's going to have... You know, I said that was a temporary depot. It might actually make more sense to put a depot up here near an actual industrial site. Do you think? Then again, we've got... I'm thinking things here. Dangerous, isn't it? Okay, so what does track look like coming out of here? Okay, that doesn't look too bad. I think we're going to want to curve slightly this way. Yeah, this patchway is likely to develop at least a bit down here, isn't it? So I think that's something like that. Do you know what? I'm going to put that in there. That in there. That across there. Can I then? I can. Or do I want to? I could do it like that, couldn't I? Yes. That means if I have a depot up here somewhere, then I could feed all the lines. Yeah, I like that idea. We'll do that. We will do that. Likewise, let's get this this track sorted out to our new station up here. Need to zoom in to... Oh, there it is. Finish it off. How much of that is tunnel? Quite a bit. No, we don't want that much tunnel. No, definitely not. No, so let's... don't do that at all. Okay, come out of that. Let's get this out of here. Okay. Okay, a little bit of tunnel's okay, I think, isn't it? Do I want to cut? No, that looks horrible. Let's make it a tunnel. That's okay. How much tunnel do we need? Let's see if we can get away with less. I think that's a little bit less than it was. I think. And bring you around to there. 354. That's not too bad at all, I think. Depending on where Patchway grows, we could have emissions issues later in the day, but that's fine, I think. And we've got good speeds all the way down here. I'm happy with that. Let's... I'm not sure we need all these tracks here. We could use those if we have multiple trains coming in from that side, or sort of little... But we'll do that later. We'll worry about creating a big sort of junction area later. That's the one for the platform, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that looks good. The passenger line. Can I connect you? Let me connect it. There's a good chap. There you go. Okay, that's cool. I like that. Right, so we're going to have a new train line. It's going to be oil, so we want it to be some sort of oily colour, don't we? What colour's oil? Or fuel, rather. Orangey? Let's make it orangey. From there. Almondsbury. Need to change the name of that to Filton. Yeah, that's fine. So our cargo station has a different name to the passenger station, which will remain Bristol Parkway. But yeah, the cargo station we can call Filton. I'm okay with that. That looks fine to me. Let's rename you. So we'll call you Filton Fuel Supply. And how are we going to get a train on there? I could still use this depot here, can't I? But no, I want to move that sort of function up here, I think. So, actually, could we? Just, there's a gap there, isn't there? Could I slip that depot, spin it round in the appropriate direction? Oh, I can! Excellent! I'm liking that. Liking this quite a lot. Okay, we'll slip you in there. A little bit more track work. That will do nicely. Okay, so we've now got a line from there. We need to adjust our oil route though. Here. So that's the Pilning oil fuel route, which goes into the town of Pilning, out again back to the oil well. We're not going to do that anymore. We want it to go to not there, nor there, just there. Okay, again, I think I may rename some of these stations. Yeah, so the question is whether it's better to have route from there to there and another route from there to there. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how this pans out. The question is, do I have then enough vehicles on that route? There's quite a few, but it's quite a long route and these vehicles are slow. Let's see what happens when we get our train running, shall we? We're also going to need, obviously, to deliver the fuel into Filton. We're going to need a cargo drop-off point here. So there's where our fuel is needed. Actually, let's quickly check where our... So there's where our buses go. I try to keep out of their way as best I can while doing this, putting the new route in. So yeah, if we keep out of that, off that road, put it down here. I've got a bus stop down there. Oh, obviously I've changed things around over the waypoint there, which isn't working, or isn't doing anything more accurately. I could put it down here, and it would then come. See, if we put that bit of road in there as well, it would come straight out of there to there. No, I'm going to put it on this this bit of road here. So I'm going to need, I think, to delete that waypoint. Done. That was lucky. Didn't delete any buildings. We'll put our cargo drop-off points there. Let's create ourselves a new line. Again. From there. Well, that's not the colour of fuel, is it? No. Let's give you that colour. To there. Right, it's not very far. Hopefully that will work. We'll wait to load on this. Just for 1 minute there. 1 minute, that's it. We don't need many trucks to begin with because we don't have a train running the route yet. So let's get that train organised, shall we? We've got 4 million left in the bank. What sort of train do we want? It's not a huge long route, so great speed isn't going to be necessary. But I imagine a fair amount of power will be. Okay, oh, you're quite nice. 50 miles an hour, 270 power, 49. Don't look too expensive. 60. Oh, they are getting a lot more powerful. Wish I understood. Oh, tractive effort is to do with how it deals with hills and inclines, isn't it? I think, rather than the raw acceleration you get from raw power. Kind of. Yeah, I'm no engineer, as you can tell. Yeah, you're a bit more expensive though. You're more powerful. You 45. You're a nice sort of balance, but you are more expensive. You 40. I don't think I want to go as fast as 70. Not for fuel. So what have we got down here? We've got you at 45. What's 60? This is entirely the wrong location for this LB and SCR. London, Brighton, is that? Oh, it does say London, Brighton and South Coast. Yeah, we are south-ish, but we're certainly not the South Coast here in Bristol. What was that other one which I saw which was reasonably cheap? You're reasonably cheap. Let's actually build a consist with you in there. So I've got you and cargo. Oh, so how fast can you go? 50. Oh, we've got 2 tankers now. One that goes at 51. We've got a fast-ish loco, so we don't need really slow tank cars, do we? Yeah, these LNWR are modded vehicles, of course, and you can find the link to my collection of all the mods I'm using in the game in the description below. Let's try a few of these, shall we? That's 10, 15. We've gone down to mediocre now. 20 capacity. So let's try it. Let's see how we go with 20. Now, one of the latest mods I loaded was, if we go back here actually, was the generic British open wagon, which actually includes a covered wagon, but don't tell anyone, we will never notice, which gives you all sorts of different styles of wagon, which can carry all sorts of cargo, a fair amount at this point in time, 7, and a good speed of 60, which is nice. But the other thing it also includes, although because it doesn't carry cargo, you won't see it on this list, you have to look for it here in the all everything list. Whoops, don't do that. Scroll down here somewhere. Is a brake van. Carries nothing. It's just a sort of an aesthetic thing to say you'll have a brake van at the end of the train. I presumably so someone could pull the brake if they needed to. You can also, I think, search for it. Yeah, on there. Let's add one of those, shall we? Just to see how it goes. Right, so we will buy you for 2 million. Okay, we've still got plenty of money left, and we'll add you to the Filton fuel supply line. Excellent. So we're going to need, as I said, some trucks here in Filton to deliver the fuel that's coming in by the trains. And cargo. As you can see, everything's still horse-drawn. This carries fuel. You know, why not? We'll just put a couple on for now, just to sort of get the route going. Oh, I haven't given the line a name. Let me do that. So there we are, the Filton fuel delivery line. Actually, let's stay on that. Oh, I have put that. Do I need to have set it to full on the train as well? Let's not. Let's not. Where is the train? Where? Okay, let's have a quick look at him. Yeah, a modded loco, which was the LNW. Oh, so I'm at least consistent in my company branding. Precursor class and the appropriate wagons. Looks nice. Very nice model again. Right, so we'll let him run along there. Let's look at what else we want to do here. I was just thinking, if I put that bit of road in there, or perhaps not quite so, looks a bit kinky there. Street. So how would that affect the lines? It would mean that line could go out that way. What route is this? Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see how that. Actually, let's repay some of this loan before it starts charging me interest on it. There we go. That's better. Because loan monies are charged on a monthly basis, which is slightly different to what we had. Oh, that. Oh no, that doesn't kink it up too much. That's okay. Does that change the routing? It does indeed. Yeah, that's a much more civilized route. Okay, now we were talking earlier, beginning of this, of getting Stoke Gifford into Filton, or the passengers, the people from Stoke Gifford. Actually, we can see here Stoke Gifford wants fuel as well, so we could feed a truck route in there. But what I don't want to do is, if I'm going to be running my services around here, I don't want them to go across that level crossing. That will lead to delays. There's no... Oh, there is. There's just the sign, isn't there? It's not a barrier. Not in 1874. What I want to do, I think, can we run this? Because there is a bit of an embankment there. Can we? Oh, I've run out of money. Hang on, let's wait for the trains to come in and earn me some dosh. Where's my train? Are you carrying anything yet? Nope. Actually, looking at this route, that does appear to be quite sparse in terms of vehicles, doesn't it? I think we'll need to add a few more on there. Just need to wait for the bank balance to increase again, so I can start spending some more money. Got there's be a train coming in at some point soon. Yeah, referring back to what we saw at the beginning of the episode, the train here, Bristol Parkway, Clifton Down, isn't picking up a great many people at the moment. It's making some money. It's close-ish to profitability, but it's not close enough. Okay, so I've got 600,000 in the bank, so that should allow me to start deleting roads. Oh, I'm going to have to delete each of these bits of road here carefully. Okay, now can I run some country road under there? I can. Can I take it down? That's a very ugly looking tunnel, isn't it? Let's see if I can do it manually. So let's take that back a bit as well, so I've got room to manoeuvre. So I don't have too steep a slope, basically, is what I'm looking for. Okay, line it up around there, kind of thing. Ah, okay. It's taking... Ah! That's a lovely short bit of tunnel, isn't it? I'm very happy with that. It's going to cause me problems if I want to put more track along there, but that's a problem for another day. Let's spend that money. Yeah, that will do there. And up here, it's quite expensive, but actually that is it's a little bit more than the original design would have cost, but What the heck. Right. So, if we want to get more people into Bristol Parkway from Stoke Gifford, where are we going to stick a bus station, a bus stop? Shall we give? I'll give them cover. Should we use the standard one or use a slightly cheaty one? Is Stoke Gifford rural at this point? It's not really. We'll use the standard one. So this will cost me money. But, yeah, can't avoid paying for things sometime. So where's the best place for? Yeah, well, that covers pretty much all of the town that we have at the moment. Could do it there. Yeah, this all in the middle here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's stick it up in the middle here and see about creating a new route from here, from Parkway Halt to Stoke Gifford. No, don't turn around in the middle of the road like that. No, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to put a waypoint in here, I think. I'm not happy with that at all. I don't want to do that. We want here. Streets, waypoints. Yeah, let's put it in there, shall we? Change that route. So after New Road, go there. Okay. It's more long-winded, but it makes it. What? What? No. Oh, dear me. Platform 2. That's better. Right. Okay. We're happy with you. We'll change some names. Filton, Stoke Gifford. I'll change the names of the stops as well, because I like to keep them reasonably sort of close to actual road names in the locations that we are placing them. So an actual name of a road in Stoke Gifford, for example. Buses, that's what we want. So how many should we put on here? Oh, I've got a fair amount of money. I could put quite a few if I wanted to. Passengers, Lobissin. Start with 4, shall we? Go 5. Let's be extravagant. Filton to Stoke Gifford. Okay, let's set those off. Keep an eye on our little train here. Still carrying nothing. Surely somebody... Look, refined oil is being delivered. Surely you are going to supply... Yes! Some has turned up on the platform. Yeah, let's change the name of this. I think that'll do. Pilning Fuel Refinery. Likewise, Pilning Refinery Halt to the truck stop. There we go. Yeah, we're going to need more trucks on that. So let's clone a few more, shall we? That's another 3 on there. Hopefully that will be enough to put some real numbers into the supply of fuel here. There's our train coming in. Right, so what we'll do, actually before we depart for today, let's pause that for a second. I just want to, because I had spotted it was doing this when I played on a little bit after the last episode. Okay, now this route here, the train line from Bristol Temple Meads through Keynsham to Twerton, does get very busy. But maybe not just yet. This line though is... Yes, so where's that train? There's that train. What have we got running here? 24 capacity. And how fast can you go? 25. You're 19 years old. I think you're due for a replacement, aren't you? That is quite an old vehicle. So I'm going to need to get some more money out of the bank though first. And 2 million should be enough to cover this, I think. So let's have a look at this. So what locomotives do we have? That was the long boiler, which probably isn't in production anymore. Going 25 miles an hour. What passenger wagons do we have? They go 60. I don't want to go that fast. That's not for that little bit. That's a kind of suburban route, isn't it? They're not going to go that fast. 52. That's a nice speed, actually. You're 45. Could go... Yeah. That's... Okay, you carry 6. You carry 7. What's the difference here? Loading speed 2, weight 8. Yeah, going to need a more powerful loco on there. Let's try that. So we're going at 65 miles an hour. We're going. No, we're not going 60. We're going 52. 52. Well, what have we got? You're 50. You're 60. You're 40. 45. 70. No, absolutely not. Actually, it'd be nice to see, although it is entirely the wrong part of the country, to see one of those LB and SCR locos in use. Just sort of mix up the colour scheme a little bit. So you're 60, you're 45. Okay, let's try you. Yes. You look like a little short suburban loco. What little I know about old trains. Okay, what have we got here? You're going 50. You're going 40. Oh, you're the early one. We could simply stick another one of these wagons on because it's currently 24 capacity. I want to increase that a little bit. And having 4 of these, that would add another 4 passengers. You're 57. Let's stick with these. Let's stick with these. So we'll stick one of you on. We'll keep the brown colour scheme. First class, we'll stick one of you. A couple of third classes. Oh, we've still got a good power ratio here. That's excellent news. And a rear brake. And we're still good. Ah, that's too expensive. Oh, bother. Okay, let's run the game on a little bit. See if I can earn some more money. I actually repay this loan, so I'm not paying the interest on it for the moment. Right, so we've moved on just a couple of months. And yeah, we're still getting lots of demand for, that service, the Bristol South Rail. So let's manage this vehicle again, and we want to replace it. And we were looking at... Oh, it's lost that entirely. Oh, I need to get some more money, don't I? Silly man. Okay, back to my maximum loan of 10 grand. Though, look at this, I'm making good money. Last year, I made over $1 million. Okay, yeah, that's quite good. So far this year, I've spent 4 million. But then again, I've only lost under 3 million, so I think that's quite a good ratio. I have no idea what I'm talking about, don't mind me. So we will put packing in here. You at 45. Okay, our passenger wagons with these slightly slower 4-wheel wagons up here. So we're sticking one of you in, one of you. Couple of third class and the rear brake in there. That's good. Replace now. Done. So here he is. Sydenham. Ooh, that doesn't look so good. Oh, that's better. Must have been just an issue with the fact that it was in station when I replaced it. Excellent. So you're carrying 23 people. Let's run you a bit faster, get you to your destination. Our fuel train is also carrying 3 fuel now. It's first load. Not much of one, but it'll get some money back at least. Let's just check how much this little train here returns. And that massive investment of over 2 million to upgrade it. It's going a nice 45 miles an hour here. That's good. £100,000 plus. That's okay. I'm happy with that. Meanwhile, here at Filton, we are earning from 3 fuel 44, nearly 45 grand. Right, when that starts packing in the fuel into those wagons, that is going to be quite a nice little money earner. It looks like I may need more wagons on here again. Let's do that, shall we? Clone a couple more of these. There we go. Start feeding that, and we'll see. We'll see. I might put fuel back into Pilning, or I might do something else entirely. But I think we will call that a day for the moment here in Bristol, or more particularly North Bristol. How's our Stoke Gifford line doing? 11 grand in debt, but there's nobody waiting. But you are carrying people going to Parkway Halt. Excellent. So you're going out of Stoke Gifford. So there are people there waiting. There's not many people. Oh, that's the train station. Nobody waiting there. Oh, okay. That's looking not quite so good, but I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to follow this train. Well, I say thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever 2. If you have, it'd be great to hear from you. Either simply by a like, a click on the thumbs up button. It would be lovely to see that from you. But even better though, if you've got any thoughts, suggestions, recommendations, or even criticisms of what we're doing here in the game today, please do drop a note into the comments box below. It would be simply awesome to hear from you. And of course, if you've not already done so, you can subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in Transport Fever 2, until the next time, bye bye for now.